Welcome, beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video. Now this time we will be facing West Ham. We have a very limited number of games that are remaining, 7 to be exact, and with our last performance against Arsenal, I am not very happy with the team. I'm not very happy with Thomas Tuchel. I'm not happy with some very certain number of players. Some certain number of players are out due to injury, and the whole thing is just haywire. Now, the only good news to come out of today is that the ownership business is almost complete. Now, I will be telling you who might be our possible next owner, so make sure you catch the video till the end. Please, 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 please make sure you subscribe, yeah? Make sure you catch the video till the end to find out who might be our possible next owners. Now, of course, we know this process was hastened, but here we are. Then I'll be telling you some of my thoughts about the Arsenal game because I was not able to do a review. I was fuming. I had put myself out there and I was so sure, but that's just it. That's just the thing about Arsenal. When Arsenal lost 3 consecutive games, but when they come to playing Chelsea, they all of a sudden transformed to one big Real Madrid. They've transformed to one big superhuman club, one Man City, and all of a sudden we just can't beat them. I'll be diving into that. So of course I'll be doing my preview for the Chelsea versus West Ham game. Now the last time we faced West Ham earlier this season, I was pretty confident. I was sure we were going to win, but as we all know by now, our home games are our worst games. Our away games, if only we could play all our away games away, if only, but if wishes were horses, here we are. We have to play home games, we have to play away games. Now we face them at home, they won us at home. Might this be the turnaround? Might we go there and finally get a result? Last time Thomas Tuchel overthought so many things from the starting 11. I don't know what was going on. I don't know, is Arsenal really? Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing, give the video a big thumbs up and share it to the family and friends. Let's jump right into it. So as I was saying, we might be having our possible next owners. Now it has been reported. Now these names, I'll just read them out because y'all Todd Boehly and Hans-Jörg Wyss are very confident as the Chelsea. Now the two owners are from Switzerland. Now Hans-Jörg. Now Todd Boehly and Hans-Jörg Wyss. Todd Boehly and Hans-Jörg Wyss are possibly looking to be the next owners. Now they have reported, their sources are reporting, they're feeling very confident as the bidding process is coming towards the end. Of course, over the last few days, another interesting occurrence happened. Now Serena Williams and Lewis Hamilton decided, you know what, we're gonna add our celebrity status inside Sam Martin Broughton's offer, and maybe it might boost the the whole thing, the whole bid, but maybe it didn't work. Lewis Hamilton was asked by Sky Sports, is it true he has put in the bid? Of course, he has declared his love for Arsenal in the past. Now my guy's coming up with stories about his Uncle Terry loving Chelsea. I think the whole thing is just obviously celebrity based, and the fact that they have a lot, they have their celebrity status towards their name. This probably gave Sam Martin the ideology that possibly might boost the bid. But in also terms, speaking of the bidders, I thought I'd mention this now. Steven Paligua, that name is hard, but Steven Paligua mentioned that if he got the opportunity to own Chelsea, it will be for life. He has no plans of selling Chelsea, and I was a bit worried. I mean, I don't know whether I want someone to own me for life. We don't even know how he works. What is he bringing to the table? I was a bit scared about that one, but it's safe to say maybe the bid is not going through. As I said, Todd Boehly and Hans-Jörg Wyss are feeling very confident. So it looks like our next owners are coming from Switzerland. Now, I don't know that this is true. I saw a tweet that each and every single game that Mr. Todd Boehly has attended, we have lost. It's just superstition. But that is in terms of who might be our next owner. What do you guys think? Are you guys satisfied? It has not yet been confirmed by Chelsea. Of course, the process is set to be completed completely next week, but that's what they said a few weeks back, so I'ma just keep it right there and see what happens. But that is the latest in terms of who might be our next owner. Now, just a side note, I thought I would mention the Arsenal game. The Arsenal game gave me so many emotions. First of all, the back three was a bit mixed up. Christensen, of course, he made the first mistake where he was trying to pass the ball to Malangsa and then even tried to be like, I was passing the ball to you. That was the first mistake. No. Back up. The first mistake was a lineup. When the lineup came out, of course, the outburst on Twitter was all over the place. Everybody was like, why? Of course, the news came out later that Tonio Rudiger was out with a minor groin injury, and sadly, he's still out on injury, and Kovacic was still out, and they're still out for this game. So those are the two players who are out. While I'm at it, I just thought I should mention. But this game, yeah, I was confident. Arsenal are coming from that's what anything can happen. But this time, I felt like Chelsea really just underestimated Arsenal. I do not know whether the whole ownership business has finally gotten to the players, because even after the match, Azpilicueta is shouting at fans, confronting fans. I feel like our priorities at the moment were just all over the place. There were too many spaces, there were too many individual errors, there was no cognition. Why was Lukaku starting? Of course, I felt like Lukaku only started the game because in the previous game against Arsenal in the beginning of the season, he did perform really well, gave us a goal. But come on, the guy has not played in a month, or he's not even in form. Why? Ziyech would have been a better option. Christian Pulisic, come on, Thomas Tuchel, come on. There's so many things wrong with that game. We're giving them too many spaces. They were literally playing like kids. I remember, because I played football when I was younger, and every time the ball would go at a certain place, we would all crowd. You know how kids play. We would just all over the place, no coordination, no form of there's no cognition, you know, it's just all over the place. It was just haywire. It was a circus. That's why I did not release a video. I was actually filming. Thomas Tuchel, first of all, I felt like, okay, when we allowed them to score the first goal, okay, the game was going okay, we were continuing with the pace, they gave us a goal, we equalized, they gave us another goal, we equalized, but second half, immediately Arsenal went up. I feel like that was where we just lost it. And then now when we have made the mistakes, immediately Christensen made the mistake. I felt like he should have been substituted. But, you know, Trevor Chalobah, in my honest opinion, would have been a better fit. Now, I don't know why Thomas Tuchel has not been starting him. He said it's not about the number of minutes, it's more about quality. But I feel like Trevor Chalobah would have definitely suited the game better. 100%. And that is why I feel like he should be possibly in the next starting 11. So, in terms of the Arsenal game, complete rubbish. We were all over the place. The players had no coordination. There was no team spirit. There was no motivation to win. Azpilicueta, just, you know, the penalty at the end. What? It is what it is. We move. We gave them 3 points, but at the end of the day, Arsenal performed. They did well and they took it on the stride. They took the game. They won the 3 points. It is what it is. They possibly might have secured top 4, but that is for them to deal with it and for us to have to sort it out, because top 3 is not sure. Yes, we might be on the safer zone, but come on. We cannot be making such flimsy mistakes. This is what costs us sometimes things that we not even expect, you know? Arsenal, really? Anyway, guys, in terms of my preview tomorrow, West Ham, of course, Moyes is very excited about the game tomorrow. He mentioned the fact that he won us last time, and it will be better if they won us again. But it's an away game. I would like to think that our charm is in the game, you know. Our away games, if we were only counting our away games, would possibly be second. If including the home games, go lower at the 8th position. So it is what it is. West Ham, of course, Arsenal, congratulations to them, it's gone, but we have to focus on this game. They already won us the first time we met them, so this time when we meet them, let us teach them a lesson. Let us go to their home, show them how it's done. Yes, we might not be at our best, but our ownership business is getting sorted. So hopefully this will give the players a moral boost and they will possibly perform. Put their heads down. Don't focus on the outside. Don't focus on the fans. Azpilicueta, please, El Capitan, please, keep up. In terms of my starting 11, of course, in terms of players who are out now, it's only Kovacic and Tonio Rudiger, so that's good news. I think also Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ben Chilwell are also out. Nobody asked about them, but I don't think they'll be back because he mentioned in the previous press conference that they'll be out for a while. So those are the players who are out. Now, in terms of the game tomorrow, we have to be defensive. Yes, people would like to point the fact that if Rudiger was in the game, we would have won. But Thomas Tuchel mentioned a very important point I'd like to highlight. I mean, he was present in the Brentford and Real Madrid game. We still conceded 7 goals. So it's not about individual talent, it's just about the whole team. We have to work together. I think our front three is getting sorted out. We're having a very solid front three that is working together really well, giving great chemistry. I don't know why Timo Werner is having so much chemistry towards the end. So much. He's just switched to another different player. It's just Naruto mode towards the end of the season. But I love it. I'm here for it. If he would have done this towards the beginning of the season, I would have been for it. But here we are, and it is what it is. We have to take it. So who will be my starting 11 for the game tomorrow? I feel like we have to put a defensive front. Yes, our midfield is what saves us. But I feel like it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Without Rudiger has always been the anchor in the back three. He starts literally almost every game. So without Rudiger, we have to switch it up. But we can't overthink it, and we should not just... If we're seeing the players are making mistakes, Christensen, let us do the substitutions, please, okay? I feel like Mendy should be dropped in this game. Yes, Mendy has been starting many of our games, and he has been doing well, but Kepa has been standing up when he has been called out to stand up for us. So maybe Mendy should be dropped, you know? Yes, Kepa is short, but this should be a chance for Kepa to be given an opportunity. Don't you guys agree? Because I feel like Mendy has just been flopping from the Brentford game to the Real Madrid game. We had a comeback in the FA Cup game, but here we are again. So maybe this is time. This is time to give Kepa an opportunity. So I'll be having 3-4-2-1 formation. I'll be having Kepa in goal. But I feel like it's gonna be tricky, and if it starts to get tricky, we can see 2 goals, 3 goals. No, 3 goals are too many. 2 goals, 1 is enough. Even if we see that the pressure is getting too much on Kepa, let us make the substitution. Okay, I'm all for it. Let us make a substitution. Substitutions, please. Thomas Tuchel, TT, if you watch this, please. In terms of the back three, of course. In terms of West Ham, they have a very strong front three. I mean, in terms of the midfield, Declan Rice, they have very strong players. The other time, the last goal that they scored us was from a free kick, which was from a very weird angle, and it was just the most annoying goal ever. We cannot have mistake. We cannot have room for mistakes. We cannot have room for looking at the ball, and the ball passes us during free kicks. West Ham will be looking for free kicks all over the place. Just let them not do us dirty. I'll be having back three. So I'll be having Trevor Chalobah. Now I'll be having Thiago Silva. Now, right centre back position, I'm a bit on the seesaw between Reece James and Aspi. Now, in terms of Aspi, he has the speed, he has the strength. In terms of Reece James, he has the speed, he has the strength. In terms of Azpilicueta, he has the experience, he has the zeal. Azpilicueta is he just has it in him. He scored the second goal that happened in the Arsenal game. Yes, he made the mistake, but it was supposed to be a striker. Why is it our defender that's scoring goals for us? But that's just it about our skipper. He's just, the tenacity is just there. So in terms of Azpilicueta, I feel like they might be interchanging with Reece James at the right centre back position and the right wing back position. But for this game specifically, I feel like Reece James will suit the role well. Now, hear me out. Reece James is young. West Ham has a fairly young team. We are not looking to concede goals. We're looking to make sure that our defense is as strong as possible. Azpilicueta is more experienced in the role, but if it's in terms of physicality, Reece James will definitely do the job better. In terms of the midfield, I'll be having Marcus Alonso at the left wing back. Then at the pivot, I'll be having Jorginho and Kante. Now, in terms of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the last game, he was a flop. To be honest, I noticed him once and that's it. He just did one trick and that was it. So I feel like maybe after the goal, his confidence went a bit too high and maybe we should just, just calm down a bit. So I'll just drop him for this game. So I'll be having Kante and Jorginho. Kante in the last game, he was overworked, but Hopefully Jorginho just uses his FIFA men's, FIFA men's foot and just switches it up and just does something for us. So I'll be having Kovacic, I'll be having Kante and Jorginho. Then in terms of the right wing back, as I said, Azpilicueta. Then in terms of the front three, this front three has been solid. We should not change it. We should not go on testing. This is not the moment to test. Substitutions if we are winning, okay, but we are not testing right now, please. I will be having Timo Werner, Kai Havertz and Mason Mount. Now Kai Havertz apparently was dropped in the last game because he was a bit tired, but he came in, and the instant he came in, we saw the difference. Now if we're having issues in terms of the front three, for example, a player is tired, for example, they're not creating enough chances, they're a bit stiff, we have substitutions. Now Christian Pulisic has been in form. For some reason he has been dropped, but okay. If we are having to make substitutions for the front three, my top two players will be definitely Ziyech and Christian Pulisic. Please, nobody, please, for now, please. That's all I have to say. Anyway, guys, in terms of the game tomorrow, my expectations, in terms of the game on Sunday, my expectations are just there, because I don't want to jinx it like the Arsenal game. The Arsenal game, I was. Shout out to my friend, my Arsenal friend, who was so sure they were going to lose, but nice way to flip the script. Anyway, guys, I feel like we might possibly have a draw tomorrow. But if it's an away game and I'm jinxing it and we're having our yellow kit, we might win. So fingers crossed. 3-2, just like they did us last time. 3-2. Or was it? Yeah, 3-2. 3-2 for my score prediction. So yes, we might concede some goals, but at the end of the day, let us win. 3 points are most important. So that is in terms of my video. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'll be seeing you in my next video.